Hello, my name is Emily Traster, and I am here today with Dan Dalton, one of the founding partners of Dalton and Tomich. Dan has helped a number of churches leave the United Methodist denomination and keep their property. How are you doing today, Dan?
I'm doing great, Emily. We're getting lots of questions about the recent jurisdictional elections, and I'm looking forward to talking about that today.
Yes, Dan, we are getting a lot of questions on the impact of the recent elections. What does this mean for local churches who wish to disaffiliate?
Well, Emily, it's going to be a conference by conference impact. A number of conferences will just continue as is. The bishops remain in place. The annual conferences have a process, generally speaking. Then they'll continue that process. If there are this fall disaffiliations, we're in November of 2022 right now, and there's a number of conferences that will have disaffiliations through the end of this year. Those will continue on with your bishops because the new bishops don't replace the former bishops until January 1st in most annual conferences. So everything through 2022 is likely to remain the same. When the new bishop arrives in January of 2023, I would suspect that most of those conferences will remain the same as well. You do have conferences that have processes in place. The trustees have worked through these issues with the chancellors. They've had experience in most conferences with these matters of working through the process. So I suspect, and generally speaking, from January through June of 2023, it will remain the same. I mean, there may be some that will change, but I suspect even with the new bishops, it'll be the same because they're going to have a lot on their plate when they first start. So I think we're going to be on a same position if you decide to leave now, or if you decide to leave in 2023 until June, I think you'll be in a good spot. What's going to be telling, I believe, is after the June 2023 annual conferences, when there's going to be some conferences that have already announced that they're going to go ahead and have disaffiliation conferences at the end of 2023. Whether the bishops that are coming on board in January are replacing existing bishops, whether they will change their process or change a term is to be determined. I can tell you that every time there's an annual conference, a new term is changed, added, or eliminated. For example, there was one conference here in Michigan, for example, for years it included the fair market value of your property, plus apportionments, plus healthcare, plus exit fees, and the whole 9 yards, and pension liabilities. Now that fair market value portion has left, as well as an additional year of apportionments, that has left as well. So every year things change. Sometimes they get better, sometimes they get worse. Typically speaking, the ones who get out the earliest are the ones who get the best deals, but that ship has sailed for most churches at this point in time. The bottom line right now is that if you want to get out, now is really the best time to do it. In these recent jurisdictional elections, there is no traditional bishops that were elected. So what that really means is there's really no traditional bishops that are really left to help you. There are a couple that are out there, but quite frankly, they're more institutionalist than traditionalist. So now's really your time to depart. So the bottom line, be aware of who your new bishop is, be aware of the process. Start that process now in November, December, so by June you can get out. Don't count on your annual conference having a specially called conference at the end of 2023 to allow you out. Count on getting that out in June. Status quo should be the same for bishops coming in or existing bishops staying where they are at this point in time.
As always, thank you for your insight, Dan. If your church is looking to leave the United Methodist denomination and are interested in hiring Dan to help you through the process, please reach out to our office at 313-859-6000 or email us today. Thank you.